Welcome to the presentation video of the safety case from HuntElite. I have the product here in front of me. As you can see, a super robust safety case to protect your precious gear when you're going on a trip. And in this video, I'll just show you the case, show you the various functions it has and what it looks like. So you have an idea about it before you potentially consider buying it. And I think we should start with the exterior, which is what you can basically see. The first thing you clearly notice is that the case is really robust. And around the case it has some different markings. This naturally helps to reinforce the entire construction of the case so that it can obviously withstand some impacts. Over here in front we have a really robust handle, a good size, so it can also handle some weight. Next to that we have a small valve, and that's so that pressure doesn't build up inside the case. So if you have optics in here and pressure builds up, it won't break. Then we have two good latches here, locking latches, which are the ones that keep the case closed. Before I open them, next to them it has two holes on both sides where there's room to put a padlock. And that's if you're going to travel and you might have some precious gear in here or some ammunition or a bolt or whatever it might be. Then it's really sensible to just give it a padlock so it's securely locked inside. And then no authorities can get angry with you in that sense because it's not locked away. So here, it's a good idea to put a padlock on so your gear is secured. The locking tabs, we fold them up and then it's open. They are also super robust, just to mention them. And then inside, that's where we have the clever part, because this one comes with pick and pluck foam. When we open it up, the first thing you encounter is at the top. There we have what we call egg crate foam, and that means when you've plucked out down here and put some gear in, when it presses down, well, it gets squeezed up between these indentations, and that just makes your gear sit even more stably. Then we have the pick and pluck foam itself, and in this top layer here, I've actually been plucking out for when I had a scope in here, and you can see that over here. There's been a scope over here, and here there's been a charger and then 4 batteries. I hope you can get a sense of it here in the video. So that's the first layer of pick and pluck foam you have. It has this thickness. Dimensions and so on are also in the product description, so please read that if you haven't already. Then we have another layer of foam, and that's also pick and pluck foam. I hope you can see it here in the video that you might be able to sense these small squares. And that's so you can pluck out exactly the size you need. So you can, as you see here, I've plucked out exactly so the scope sits stably, and the charger and batteries so they don't slide around. This was layer number 2 of pick and pluck foam. So that means you have all this you can pluck. So you can pluck both in, shall we say, height, but also in depth downwards. At the bottom of the case we have just an extra small layer of foam. It's without foam, but it's just for safety's sake to absorb the worst shocks. So this here is actually the safety case from HuntElite. A super robust case that can hold most pieces of gear and is security in itself. Super robust as mentioned. A little extra thing is that around the edge where it closes on the lid there's a small ridge, and then up here in the lid there's a membrane so it seals tightly against water, so water doesn't just leak in if you happen to encounter that. So a really robust safety case. I hope that you will enjoy it if you buy it. I also hope this video could give you answers to any questions you might have. If you have more, well then please send us an email and then we're ready to answer them.